Good morning. Please join me in standing for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And here's Andrew with the announcements.
Good morning, everyone. Today is Tuesday, November 5th, and it is a white day. Tomorrow will be a delayed start schedule to allow time for faculty professional development. Students should go directly to A block for a 10 a.m. start. There will be no advisory meetings or chapel tomorrow. International students, a reminder that to take the December TOEFL, you must register with Ms. McCaffrey in Colby 106 no later than 12 p.m. this Thursday. The monster that lived under your bed as a child was scary. Waiting at the DMV for your driver's test was scarier. This Friday's Haunted Halloween and Halloween dance have the potential to be even scarier. If you are too scared to come alone, bring a friend because the cost will be $5 for both of you instead of $3 for coming alone. Enter through the front of the library between 7:30 and 8:30. Have fun, be scared, and plan your individual or group costume to win prizes. For those students interested in going on the 2025 Alaska trip, please remember that deposits and applications are due by this Friday, November 8th. Please get deposits and applications into Ms. Fatides in Ranger 117 as soon as possible. A quick reminder that the bowling team preseason informational session is tomorrow, November 6th, between 3:30 and 4:30 at Gold Crown Lanes. See Mr. Weiss in Colby 209 with any questions. Attention tennis club members. Starting in November, we'll meet in the field house every Tuesday from 4 to 6 p.m. Please arrive a few minutes early to help set up the nets. A huge shout out to Lillian Laskowski, Kaya Kendall, Poppy Shattuck, Channing Roper, Abby Gerhart, Molly Kimber, and Emmy Morgan for their incredible work designing and running the leadership and sustainability workshops. Over a 2-day conference, they led sessions for 233 middle school students, inspiring the next generation with hands-on learning and meaningful conversations. Thank you for all your dedication and leadership. We asked if you liked cake. Your answer was a resounding yes. Thank you to all who purchased raffle tickets for the Brown Advisory Cake Raffle. In total, we raised $183 for NECA. That's a lot of canned food. Congratulations to our winners, Mrs. Smith and Simon Robertson. Each winner will receive a cake during their advisory block on Friday. Happy belated birthday yesterday to Henry Kyle, Molly Groft, Audrey Roy, Raymond Roy, and Noemi Taria. Happy birthday. Happy birthday today to Carly Withers, and a very special happy belated birthday to Mr. Lenzini, who celebrated his 50th birthday on Saturday. Also, happy birthday. Thank you and have a great day.
Thank you, Andrew. I have 2 late announcements. Please congratulate the following boys varsity soccer players on their end-of-season awards. Luke Oliver, D1 All-State and First Team All-Metro Conference. Derek Stratton, Second Team All-Metro Conference. Britton Shippey and Nate Dispathy, Honorable Mention All-Metro Conference. Good job, boys. So happy Election Day, St. Johnsbury Academy. This morning we have 2 guests. First, Ms. Moranz has some special guests to talk about Northeast Kingdom Community Actions Youth Center. So please welcome Ms. Moranz to the podium.
Good morning. Oh, you can do better. Good morning. Oh, thanks. So we were talking about, Dr. Howe was talking about how it's November and the spirit of both giving and gratitude and community. And so with me today, I have guests from NECA to talk to you about opportunities in this community.
Thank you. If I click this, will my slideshow come up? Tech, someone? It's okay if not, I can just talk without it.
I'll try to figure it out.
Okay. Well, hi everybody. My name's Elizabeth, and I'm coming from NECA, Northeast Kingdom Community Action. Hopefully by now you know who we are and a lot of the things we do in the community. And I wanted to start with a huge thank you for all of the support you've been giving us through our food shelves and our marketplace. All of the help that you help raise, whether it's money or canned goods or just awareness in the community that we're a place folks can come when they need some extra food, is really, really helpful. So thank you for that. But we do a lot of things for the community, and our mission is really to help all generations in the Northeast Kingdom to grow, prosper, and thrive. So today we're actually here to talk about opportunities for you, not necessarily for you to give to others, but actually for you. We've been asking teenagers across the Northeast Kingdom what they need, and they've been telling us for years, we need a cool, fun, safe place to hang out that's outside of school and home or the dorms. So we were listening, and we said, what kind of things do you want to happen at that cool, fun space? And they said, we want games, we want food, and we want some safe adults who we can ask questions to and get into conversations with when we have big questions, because being a teenager is hard, and we need a bunch of safe adults to help us navigate those difficult things. So whether it's having a hard time maybe in a relationship or the friendship, maybe you're interested in getting a job in the community, really anything. We are a bunch of adults who are there hanging out, but really just opening up a space for you all to have fun, connect with each other, and sometimes youth create events or clubs or things that they want to see happen. So we're a bunch of adults who just want to listen to what you need and help you make it happen at the youth center. So I have with me 2 youth staff that I'm going to introduce, and we're going to let you know where we are, what time we're open, and all the fun stuff that happens at the youth center. First, I'll introduce Kat. She's our youth center coordinator, so she's really the face of the youth center. She's who you would see if you come hang out any weeknight. And Kagan's also there a lot of the time doing some other youth work, but again, 2 safe, fun, askable adults who run the youth center. Do you want to tell them what happens and what nights we're open?
So we're currently open Mondays through Wednesdays, 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. We're looking at being open more during vacations and such. Mostly what people do when they come to the youth center is mostly eat and just hang out. There's not like an expectation for you to do like certain things, like you get to do what you want to do. But if you want to do structured activities, we're always like here to make that happen. Yeah, so we have a lot of opportunity.
Yeah, it's really a space for you to tell us what you want to do, but
Yeah.
we have games and arts and crafts and food, if we haven't mentioned that yet, and snacks. So the last thing probably you want to know is where we are. We're right across the street from the Eastern and Main Deli, which I know you all know where that is. So after you get your snacks, you can walk straight across the street. It's a big brick building. It's right in between the fire station and the St. Johnsbury house. It's the building in between. And we're up on the 3rd floor. So we have a sign that we put out every night so you'll know when we're open. You walk around to the back, go up to the 3rd floor, and you'll see couches and bean bags and food, and one of us usually just there to welcome you and hang out. So
Yeah, it's the
bring your
old
snacks.
CCV
Yeah,
area.
if you know where that was.
But we're cooler than Eastern Maine because we have free snacks.
Okay. I think that's it, really. Just come hang out, bring a friend, bring a bunch of friends, and come get to know us. We're here to help you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, all of you. Ms. Moran's has more information in her classroom, so do stop by her classroom in Colby if you want more information. And now I'd like to invite Addie Chandler to the podium to talk about book club. There she is. Addie Chandler, everybody.
So good morning. I'm actually here first and foremost on behalf of Ms. McKenzie to talk about a really exciting opportunity happening in our very own Mayo Center tomorrow at 3:30 in the Mayo Center. Local Vermont teacher and now National Book Award finalist author Kenneth Cadow will be gracing us with his presence tomorrow in the library after school to discuss his first young adult book, Gather. You're encouraged to come whether or not you have finished or read the book. Book Club is also reading Ken Cadow's Gather, so that's a fun crossover. And for Book Club, we will meet next week to discuss the second half of the book. But for tomorrow, there will be a Q&A where you have the opportunity to ask a nationally recognized author any and all of your burning questions. And if none of this was convincing enough, there will be snacks and cider available to those who attend. So please come, and you are welcome to stick around after Ken Cadow leaves for the Poetry Out Loud declamation. I believe that happens at 6:30, 7. There will be more snacks and more cider available to those who attend, so come support students. And yeah, if you have any questions, please reach out to Ms. McKenzie about this in particular. I'm just the messenger. But for Book Club, you can reach out to me or Mr. Dembski. It is the coolest and most popular club on campus, and actually in the history of all clubs on campus. And that's true, so don't look that up. And we meet every other Wednesday at 5:30 to accommodate clubs and other activities and sports. So there's really no excuse that you can't come. You should. There are snacks, there's tea, there's good books, there's conversation, there's ambient lighting. It's really nice. It's awesome. Please come. Please. We will be discussing the second half of Gather, as I mentioned earlier, next week. So you are also welcome to come to that, whether or not you have read or finished the book. We appreciate your company, but if you feel uncomfortable joining book club in the middle of a book, I understand that. However, we will be starting our next book cycle after this, so you can reach out to me to be added to the email list if you have recommendations that you want to put in, and then if you want to vote. Voting matters, maybe now more than ever with the book club cycle. So it's election day. Reach out to me to have your voice heard. Please join book club. It's great. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Addie. Voting does matter. So today is Election Day here in the United States. Across the country, people are lining up at polling places to cast their votes for the candidates, not only for president and vice president, which is the race with all the headlines and the hullabaloo, but also for senators and congresspeople at the state and federal levels, and local officials in positions of trust, like justices of the peace. We have 15 justices of the peace here in St. Johnsbury. That's the number allotted to towns with populations of 5,000 or more. In addition to being able to join people in marriage, justices of the peace are actually the ones who are charged with administering elections and keeping the voter rolls here in town, which is a good reminder of what elections are meant to be. That is peaceful and just. If you join our voting shuttle down to the Welcome Center, you'll see some of our justices of the peace at work, administering a free and fair election, distributing ballots, helping you put them properly into the machine. They are your friends and neighbors. They are SJA alumni and parents and friends. They are good people serving their communities. And all across the country, there are people just like them doing their best to be sure our election is being undertaken and overseen carefully and with integrity. For many candidates, by this evening, they'll know if they've been elected. As for the presidential race, today will be long, but probably not conclusive, and it's possible that we won't have results for a few days. As I mentioned last week, the best tonic for the stress of uncertainty is to try to breathe. The commentator I was listening to recently predicted that his response to the election result would be this: I'm going to take a deep breath and get back to work. So I'm grateful to be here at the Academy at this moment. I'm prepared to suggest that what we're trying to create in our community is what is needed everywhere. There are too many people in our country Too many Americans who feel like they're not participating in America's success or even in its charted course. And for one reason or another, they feel they are on the outside looking in. There are too many people being made to feel or wind up feeling that the people in power don't care about them, don't even see them, or worse, actively wish for them to be excluded. If you think about what's missing among those who feel left behind or in the outside, it is overwhelmingly this: the sense that they belong and have valuable contributions to make as Americans. Some are being told that they don't belong or that their contributions are not valuable. That sense of belonging, that sense that we are one community of Americans where everyone matters, that sense of belonging is what is missing. And I think we see that it's not just a nice thing to have, it is an absolutely critical thing. I'm simplifying here. But if America is, as Abraham Lincoln said, dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal and women are created equal, and to the conviction that government of the people, by the people, and for the people shall not perish from the earth, then we're going to have to figure out a way to convince everyone in it to believe that they are the people. They are the people who are equal. They are the people governing. They are the people for whom the government exists. Everyone, equally. It is not just nice. It is crucial, and it is the only way that we are going to truly unite. So no matter what happens tomorrow and in the coming days, I know this: we are way ahead on this one. It is communities like ours where we are trying out loud to help every member belong and be seen and heard and known and valued, where people will find conviction. It is communities like ours that will resist the division that is everywhere, because we do know each other. We know each other's values, and we will not stand for anyone saying that one or another of us don't matter. It's communities like ours where the poet and the football player and the drummer and the electrician and the chef and the chess master and the dungeon master and the actor and the comic and the singer and the painter and the science Olympian are all sitting here together in the morning. We're standing to affirm that we're in this together. We're laughing together. We're clapping for one another. We're singing together about being courageous and facing the world and making it better. It's communities like ours that will be most resilient when the call comes to take sides against others. There are no others here. So I hope that in the coming days we can remember this. There are no others here. And I hope that eventually our leaders will help our country to say the same and that it can be true. Thank you. Faculty.